and the Bowling Green Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, Reese. Here on the Air Force sideline, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Quarterback keep. He'll toss it. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Pickett. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough for the first. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job of winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Gets the back moving. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football. Go.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. Maybe a crease. He got it down to the 3, and that was 3 yards too short as the defense makes the 4th and goal stop. The Falcons offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Quick completion to the right. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. He'll go down with the slide, but there is a flag on the field, and it may all be for naught.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. On the run, it's Lindsey. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. The pitch. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I would say they got him exactly where they didn't want him as a defense. All that speed, he gets outside the pocket, rolling to his right. You think he's going to take off. How about he tries to throw the football, can't fit it in there.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. The option look. The option, the keeper. Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. Keeps it himself. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a bet.
Got a little grass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a physical attack. He goes! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Off play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Sims. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Trying to rumble in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running through contact. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, BG. Great job by the back on the option. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 45, and what good field position after that return. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Finding open areas.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Motion from the back. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Falcons. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. How about the way they attacked the last time? Turning it on! And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try the left side. Might have a chance. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now on the move. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
So now it's second and long.
Here we go. Ready? Black 14. Go.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. On the option. Pulls it on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And how about the finish to this first half? This defense trying to hold on, not give up points. They flip the script, force the fumble, scoop it up, score it, and bring all the momentum right into the half with this football team.
The Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Falcons! Special teams coming through the third aspect. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, what a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls it and runs it again. Here's a little room there. At the 20. Touchdown, Air Force. And that one will give them. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. They pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Creates a little room. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Midweek action for your viewing pleasure. It's 2nd and 10 here in the third quarter. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll run the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. They feed him again. Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option. Keeps it on 1st down. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. After run, now throw. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's knocked down. Short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Goes to the option. The keeper on the option. On the move at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Falcons. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Once he got some room, it was over.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kick.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bowling Green sidelines, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game.
Snags it, and he's open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Falcon. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and in a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
The defense puts the exclamation point.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
He lobs one high down the left side. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. when you hit